Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the North Texas Mean Green. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So North Texas's offense will have the football first here. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, you play man-to-man coverage with your defensive backs. You put the free safety in center field. He's essentially reading the eyes of the quarterback. He does an outstanding job here of following his instincts, taking the quarterback's reads and tendencies, and leading him to be able to make a play on the ball and eventually knock it away. Great job.
Sets up an important third down call for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Here comes the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the third down conversion.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. And here's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. After this long drive, you hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Handoff from the shotgun. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The sure hands. It's LaBelle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these past couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
When the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
He's got it near the end zone. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough in the first.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it here. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here's the second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that previous play. He hands it off from the gun, and they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He breaks free. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a run to the left. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We get the second half started with a running play. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10 now. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. North Texas's offense is back out there now. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And there's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught quickly.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Second down after that short completion. Play action fake, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Right, the defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game. But they did it in a big way there.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Mean Green offense. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tackled. Line of scrimmage, he'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, with no chance at all. With defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he pulls in the catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Boy, they get some big yards here on 3rd down, but they're still going to be short. So to bring up a 4th down and a big decision for this offense.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his man, has the first down. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage? A new set of downs after that completion.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky. Scrimmage. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Now here comes the bunch formation. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Just missed his intended receiver on that 3rd and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the 4th quarter.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds. The clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Dogs will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll test the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Well, handed off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball
can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, North Texas, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've gotten the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and it's picked off. He went up high to grab that football. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotion